All right. Today, I'm taking you with me to do some travel photography here in Bali because I want to teach you the main tips you have to know when you are doing travel photos. Because many people think that when you travel, you just casually take an amazing photo and that's it. And it's not like that. There are so many things to take into consideration. And the first thing is the timing. I live in Bali. There are so many tourists here. So obviously I have to go very early in the morning to don't catch tourists and also the best lighting. So that's going to be the first tip. But let's go.
Camped out on the porch, trying to work this out. Raining in my head, but
I can see the volcano, Montagun. So beautiful. The landscapes here, they're insane. One day soon, I'm going to make a video right into the volcanoes. I really want you to see that and take photos on the way. Wow, so beautiful the lighting. Wow, the lighting is insane. With the sun rays. So nice. Wow.
someone who knows how. I wish I had or could find.
Hello. What do I have to pay there?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
Okay,
Thanks.
thanks.
But it's closed, no?
Yeah.
But it's,
Photo.
but it's closed.
Sorry.
Thank you. Perfect. Thank you, Makasi.
Thank you.
Wow, this is insane. But I'm gonna take the photos later. I mean, it's a beautiful lighting, but I'm prioritizing the waterfall because later it's gonna be packed. But this is beautiful. Wow. All right. Here we are. Let's go quick. Everything's so tight in the backpack as usual. This is incredible, the lighting now. I have helmet here. I couldn't resist editing the cinematic sequence this way. The place is stunning and I'm very happy with the photos, but this was more the reality behind the scenes. When I got here, even being so early, there was already a wedding photo shoot going on. All right, they have a wedding, so I'm not gonna be able to shoot. I have till 8, so I have 40 minutes to do everything I want. Let's see. And I was alone, wanted to take some amazing landscape photography, self-portrait photography, and trying to record at the same time behind the scenes for you and for this video. It was very hard to do everything on my own and with an audience as well, but I couldn't be happier with the self-portraits. I managed to achieve the shots I had planned, with the water looking very silky while I appear completely focused. To achieve this effect, you really have to master certain settings in your camera, so I will do an exclusive full case study of these particular self-portraits and share it in my private community with amazing supporters of my channel. For these other photos, because I was in such a rush, I didn't even use a tripod. I know it's a crime, but luckily I have the Sony a7R5 and I couldn't even believe how amazing the IBIS of this camera is. The stabilization is incredible. Also, when shooting travel photography and landscape photography, try always to find interesting angles. Try different perspectives, like I did here, shooting from the bottom between these rocks to frame the waterfall in the middle. I also took these photos with these leaves on the foreground because I wanted to have variety, not having a million photos that look the same. So pay attention to the surroundings of the location you are shooting while doing travel photography.
I mean, look at this, the waterfall behind. It's a second waterfall, but I prefer the other one, obviously.
I did spot this bridge on my way down to the waterfall, and I knew I wanted to take some self-portraits here on the way back. So that's what I did, and I managed to get some good shots. In these self-portraits, I did have to raise the shutter speed because I was walking. I like to capture movement, and I don't like very posy photos, and I managed to get some nice results.
Now, the hardest part, the way up with all the gear, the tripods. Wow! And it's like 87% of humidity. Wow! The sun is more harsh right now. Way more. You can tell, right, in the image. I'm getting blind. So yeah, now I'm gonna go to the road to take photos. I don't mind the sun there because the environment are like palm trees, rice terraces. I mean, it's Bali, so I don't mind if it's like in the middle of the day. I mean, it's not the middle of the day. It's just 9 o'clock. But yeah, I can't wait to take some photos there. Wow, this is stunning. I'm gonna park here first, and I'm gonna take some photos here. Okay, so before I jump into it with the drone and the photos I want to take here, there is something which is the most important part and many beginners ignores, which is planning. Don't think that travel photographers go around and that's it, and they find perfect photos. You have to do location scouting. So what I do, I mean, you know this if you follow my channel, is planning my photo shoots. And to plan my photo shoots, I use a platform that is completely free, which is called Milanote. They are sponsoring today's video, and it's a platform where you can plan all your shootings and creative ideas. Even my videos, I plan them there because you have so many tools to help you with it. You can add images, videos, links. You can even add Google Maps links to the locations. And then you can invite collaborators, which is crucial when you are planning trips with other photographers, for instance. So everyone can see the plan, the gear you have to take, and to scout locations, the best options are Instagram or Pinterest. On Instagram, I scout many locations in Bali, obviously, because there are amazing photographers here. So I take ideas for me to have as a reference about posing, about framing, and obviously to find the nice locations here. But an extra tip I'm gonna give you is to get lost, because when you get lost is when you find amazing locations that nobody saw before. So you have to do 50-50, but you have to plan your photo shoots. And I love that Milanote has an app. So you open your app in your phone and you have your boards there. So when you start your day as a photographer, you can see all the planning, the schedule, the photos to take, the inspiration. If you get stuck, for me, this is a must, and I do it with every photo shoot. Don't think you're gonna arrive and take a good photo without planning it. You have to plan, and even like that, many times, things go wrong. Anyway, that being said, sign up later through the link below because it's free, and I'm gonna jump right in.
Apart from the lighting, one of the main reasons why you had to go early to the location is because there is less people. And here, for these self-portraits, I had to locate the tripod on the road, and I had to pay attention because there were cars and scooters. So I kept moving the tripod again and again, but to be honest, it wasn't too bad. So with one hand, I was shooting while also trying to hide the phone. And as I mentioned before, I love movement because the photos look way more natural. I love the results. These are the most difficult self-portraits I wanted to take. I will show you my mood board later. But first, I wanted to capture some slow motion of me walking between the palm trees. But my drone doesn't have either obstacle avoidance or AI tracking, so I had to be very careful, and while I was walking, push the joystick forward, trusting no palm trees were sticking out too much. Little did I know that as soon as I started feeling more confident, there it was, a huge branch of a palm tree sticking out, ready to kill my drone.
It couldn't get more raw than this. My drone died very badly. To be honest, I'm surprised I didn't crash it before, because everyone crashed it. It's normal. So I don't have a drone anymore. I have a couple of shots, but I mean, I wanted a new drone anyway, but come on, like I wanted to sell this one. It's very, very broken. So there is no way I can fix it. That's another lesson. If you go out there with your gear, you always take the risk to drop a lens, break it, crash the drone. I mean, I'm very sad, but I had to stay positive because these things happen. So yeah, DJI Mini 4 Pro calling, and a kidney because it's very expensive. But this one is the Mini 2, so I think it's time for me to upgrade anyway. I mean, I want to tell myself that, so don't cry. It's hot. It's like 30 degrees right now. I love that everyone is passing by here, recording with the phones because it's so beautiful, this road with the palm trees. But now it's too sunny. Give yourself time when you are going to the locations because it's incredible how much time you spend, and more if you are recording a video for YouTube like I'm doing. Anyway, let's go home. It's Galungan today. So all the streets are beautifully decorated, all handmade with bamboo and banana leaves. So beautiful. Another tip for you is to pack lighter. The more gear you have, the more you carry. And in the end, I took most of the shots with the 24-70mm. It was more than enough. So many times, if you are going around a lot and it's hot like here, pack light. 2 lenses, no more than 2. And if you had to come back to the location with other lens, I think it's better because my back is killing. It's killing in this heat. It's too much. It's too much. And I didn't bring the 70-200. Normally I always bring it. I can always come back with the 70-200 just to take a street photography. That's it. And today I focus on the waterfall and wide angle shots, or maybe details as well. But for portrait photography, the 70-200 is very nice. But today I didn't need it. So imagine if I carry that with me. Even more weight. Go minimalist, guys. I mean, look at this landscape. I mean, later is terrible. I'm not gonna lie to you. Because it's Ubud Center and there is a lot of traffic. So you have to know where to go in Bali. I'm running out of petrol. I've just noticed. They sell petrol everywhere and now I cannot find it. I don't want to risk it. That's the last thing I need today after the drone crash. Hello. Oh, full, please.
Full.
Yeah.
Okay. Trolley.
Español. Española. Spain. español, very far away. Europe. Europe. Acá sí. Wow. My God, I'm sweating buckets with this helmet. Oh, okay. I'm gonna get changed very quickly, super quickly, because I really want to find out if I'm going to be able to save the drone. I think I'm a bit deluded because it's not a propeller thing, like you can change them and that's it. It's a leg thing and it's cracked in a few places. So I don't know, but I had to try at least. I'm very upset that I didn't take some shots I wanted to take as well. At least I've got something, but still, like I didn't want my drone to die. It had to happen. I mean, it happens, you know? If you don't use the gear, you don't break it, they say. So, but I'm gonna get changed and I'm gonna try to save it. All right. Let's see. Surgery on my drone. I mean, look at this. So the leg is hanging, then all the protection around the lens, the gimbal, it's gone and it cracked here as well. I don't know if it's gonna work. I have no clue how to fix it, but let's try. I have all of these, all the tools, and let's see if I can manage to repair it and if it flies. I doubt it, to be honest, but I had to try. To be honest, for me, as a solo creator, it was hard to record with it because it doesn't have AI tracking or obstacle avoidance. Reason why I crashed it today. Wow, this is so hard. And I have tiny hands. So far, I'm managing to put the leg. I have very small hands, and even like that, I'm struggling. Wow, got it. I have to attach now 2 more screws here. Yay! Okay. If this drone works, I'm gonna be so proud of myself for fixing it, not for crashing it. Now it has 4 legs again. The gimbal, I cannot fix that if it's broken. It's just crushed. I'm gonna change this too. I think this should be okay, but I'm gonna check the screws. These ones are okay as well. I don't know why. I think it's gonna work. Maybe I'm too positive today. I mean, I have some amazing shots today. I'm very happy. The dopamine boost I received every time I take a good photo, like, is addictive. That's why photography is very addictive. Okay, I'm gonna change this too. And it's all specified here. You have to pay attention to that because they are not the same propellers. These ones or these ones, they are different. I'm learning something new today. But I hope I don't have to put it on use again. Okay, finally, when it's done. Oh, it's hot. I should be doing this with air conditioning inside. So humid here. It's done. Let's see if it works. Please. Oh wow, the gimbal seems to work. Wow, if it works, I'm gonna be so happy. It works. It works. These are my surroundings around my villa. Okay, I'm gonna bring it back. I think I have enough today. I'm so happy it works. So happy. I saved it. I can't believe it. I mean, it's destroyed because obviously the lens is properly naked and I cannot put any filters, so it's more blurry. But at least I can keep working with this till I get my new drone. I'm just so relieved. I can't believe I fixed a drone by myself. I was incredibly tired to keep recording yesterday, but the first thing I did was going to Lightroom to take my photos. This is something you have to do right away because obviously I live in Bali, so for me it's easy to come back to a place, right? But when you are traveling, you have very limited time. So what I recommend you to do always after all day shooting, it's reviewing your mood boards to see if you captured everything you wanted to capture, and if you didn't, come back to the location. So you're gonna have to take in Lightroom all your photos to see if you are happy with them. Maybe you check them out and then they are blurry because everything looks amazing in the tiny screen of the camera. So make always sure when you are taking photos to zoom in the camera's screen to see if the photo is sharp. I did that mistake a million times. I was like, oh, it looks incredible, it's very sharp. It wasn't. And then you are very disappointed when you open Lightroom. So make sure when you're in location to zoom in properly in the face of the model, yourself, landscape photography the same, always zoom in to check your photos first, okay? And now we are going to Milanote and I'm going to show you how I planned this photo shoot for you to see how important it is for you to plan. And you're going to be able to see the photos I put here for my own inspiration. That way, you know more or less how you want to take the shot, the locations, the colors, and all of that. So this is Milanote, and I put everything here. The more you put here, the more clear you're gonna have your head when you are shooting, and the more time you are going to have. Because in my situation, I'm very limited with time because in 1 hour, the waterfall was incredibly busy. So you have limited time many times. So you want to be very organized with what you want rather than going there and improvising. I put here first location, Palm Tree Road. And this one is the photo I put from other photographers, which is beautiful. It's a drone shot of a couple, and I think it looks amazing. But this one is the reference. I knew I wanted a self-portrait here because it's super beautiful, this road. And then here, I put the link to Google Maps. So if you go here to these 3 dots in the left, you can drag a map here. And you paste the link to Google Maps. And this is very good for you. Obviously, I had to use GPS because I didn't know how to go to the place. So everything is very organized here for the day of the shoot. But also because you can invite collaborators. If you are working with more people or you are going there with more friends, you all can collaborate here and everyone can see the links to the location. So I think this is great. It's very, very useful. And Milanote, as I said, it's free. You can do exactly this today completely for free. So if you want to be more organized and creative, Milanote is the best platform. And also, you don't have to start from zero because sometimes we struggle starting from zero. You can go to the left, drag a board, and if I double click in the board, you see here in the right corner that you can choose a template and you have photo shoot plan, mood board, brief, shot list. So I'm gonna go to photo shoot plan and you will have a template here for your own inspiration. Then you can swap the text, the images, and everything you want. But just so you know, you don't have to start from zero if you don't know how to create a mood board. So this is very good. Let's go back to mine. So another shot I wanted to take was this one with the drone. I got some footage of this scene actually, but with another frame, but this was the inspiration as well. And then here in photography and video shot list, apart from taking self-portraits by myself, which is incredibly hard, but I became an expert, to be honest. All the photos are taken by me on my Instagram account and people love them. And many people ask me, Laura, who took the shot? Myself. I'm an expert with self-portrait photography and it's such a good practice. You learn a lot and now I love doing it because I couldn't get more creative with myself. I don't need anybody and the photos came out amazingly and I can take my own travel shots. So this is very positive. I think I'm gonna make a video about how to do it so you can learn too. So I had to put a shot list because I'm doing self-portraits, video for YouTube, vertical, horizontal, a million cameras. It's insane because I want to get all the content I can, but you can forget many things. So I put here a list: drone, self-portraits, walking away, walking towards the camera, flat lay, lying on the floor. I'm gonna show you the photo right now for you to see what I mean. I couldn't do that photo because my drone died. Inspiration, mood board. So this was the shot I was talking about. I wanted this photo so bad. in my own way, not the same one, different clothes, probably another poster, another frame, but this was the idea. But my drone died before I could try it out, so I couldn't do it. But as you can see here in the mood board, I love this part. I can choose as well a color palette here, because if you go here to the 3 dots again, you can drag swatches, color swatches. And if you double click, you select the color and that's it. So I love moody greens and ocean blues. All my travel account on Instagram are these tones. So this is the inspiration. And then here, gear. This is the list for the gear. This is so important. To don't forget memory cards, spare batteries. This is very important for you to be organized. And then the schedule, more or less, because everything changes, everything gets messy all the time. And then the second location, it's called Tibumana Waterfall. And this is the photo I took as a reference. My photos are completely different angles I shot between the rocks. As I told you before during the video, you have to experiment through many angles, through rocks, through leaves, without anything in front. Shoot a lot, different angles. Don't get stuck trying to get just one photo, because if you change perspective, like I did with the rocks, I was like, oh my God, shooting this one from the bottom, from the floor, with the rocks in the front, it's beautiful because you're framing the waterfall between the rocks. I mean, I'm very happy with the photos I took, to be honest, with the very limited time I had because of that wedding going on. And then here, the link to Google Maps. And the mood board for this one was these 3 photos. Totally different to my photo. It has nothing to do. So yeah, and the mood board with the swatches. And the next thing I want to talk about is something, I'm not gonna say more important than the photo itself, but I would say same importance as taking the photo with good framing, good lighting, blah, 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 which is editing. Please learn how to edit properly. But before we jump into Lightroom, I'm going to show you here in editing how organized my mind is in terms of how I'm gonna edit the photos, the travel photos I'm gonna take. So you see here, Lightroom presets, Moody Greens, and Bali Film. Bali Film is my newest preset. I use these 2 presets in all my travel photos. Moody Greens, Bali Film, always, because it gives like moody greens and a very cinematic color grading in all my photos. This is a mood board, so I have an idea of how I'm gonna edit the next photos. If you are a beginner, I highly encourage you to get 1 preset or 2 from someone you like and experiment with it, because you're going to be able to learn a lot. Okay, so this is Lightroom. This is one of the photos. I'm gonna show you the before. This is the before. And this is the after with moody greens. Editing is a craft you have to master as a photographer, period. I know it takes time, but you have to do it, okay? Slowly, slowly. You don't need to learn everything in one go. I know it's very intimidating. Again, I do have tutorials on my channel. Please check them out, because I explain everything in a very simple way and you can level up your photos by a lot, but please learn editing. Okay, so here in Lightroom, what I would do is review in the day. I review my mood board as I show you to see if I've got everything I needed to come back the day after if I need to, okay? I review them in Lightroom, and then what I do is press 5 to rate them with 5 stars. So I'm gonna filter them. I'm gonna press here 5, and you can see here the photos I selected and edited. So you can see this one. I'm gonna show you the before of this one as well. This is the before. It was a bit too bright already, and this is the after. Come on, like, if this doesn't convince you to edit your photos and learn editing properly, I don't know. I'm not gonna make an editing tutorial right now because this video is going to be super long, but I'm going to show you quickly that it's okay to crop your photos. I'm not talking about reframing, which is okay, depending on the resolution of your camera. I'm talking about maybe cropping and making a photo panoramic or things like that. For instance, this photo here, which I love, I love it. It's very natural. I'm walking away. I like these kind of natural photos when traveling. Don't be scared to crop the photos and the ratio. So for example, this one, the original, was horizontal. It was like this. You are not losing resolution there because you are just cropping from the sides, and it looks way better. It's way cleaner. So don't be scared to think outside the box and do these kind of things. I'm not gonna get into editing. I talk about editing style, presets, and learning how to edit, and about the tutorials I already have on my channel, so you can check them out later. But today I wanted to tell you about the importance of editing and be content with your photos. And if you failed, you saw I didn't capture the drone shots. I destroyed my drone. I had to fix it. I didn't even know I could fix it. I'm very happy because I managed to fix it. It still works, but it's very blurry, the screen, so I think it's time for me to upgrade. I'm gonna go for the DJI Mini 4. I'm gonna have to drop my kidney. I already contacted the shop here in Bali and they don't have it in stock. They're gonna receive it in a few days. So I'm gonna have a new drone and I'm gonna be so scared to fly it because I always get drone anxiety. But yeah, it's gonna be amazing, an amazing upgrade for me. As a solo creator, I need AI tracking. It would make my life way easier and I don't think I would crash it. Hopefully. But everything can go wrong, guys. So this couldn't be more raw, this vlog, because I didn't take the photos I wanted to take, not all of them. But I had to be content with the fact that they have very good photos. And yeah, I wanted to show you a very raw vlog for you to see that travel photographers don't get the perfect shot the first day or the second day. They go through stuff like I went through during the vlog, like crashing drones, camera lenses. We all get frustrated. I didn't expect to crash the drone during this vlog, but actually I made a point because now you know that we all mess up. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this vlog. I put so much love and effort into it. I really hope you learned a lot. And if you did, please like it because it helps me a lot, and subscribe to my channel because I share weekly videos and sending you big love from Bali.